Hello and welcome to Mobile Gaming News Weekly. We're the gaming on phone team that specializes in bringing weekly mobile gaming news to your feed at the earliest availability.
To start off this week, we have an update on Hitman Sniper The Shadows. Set in the Hitman universe, the game has entered early access in Brazil. The game was first teased during Square Enix Spring 2021 event, where a bunch of games were showcased. Back then, it was named Hitman Sniper Assassins, which as we know, has now changed into Hitman Sniper The Shadows. The game would succeed Hitman Sniper, a game with over 10 million downloads on the Play Store, and is part of the Hitman series that has gained popularity across platforms. While Square Enix didn't make any formal announcement regarding this, making it a quite similar affair to the early access in Canada that we had reported earlier in April, going to the Brazilian Google Play Store and searching up for the game shows that it can be downloaded, proving its release. Moving next, Tales of the Neon Sea, the retro-style pixel art adventure, has arrived on Android as a TapTap exclusive. While Tales of the Neon Sea is currently listed on Steam for $16.99, the Android release will be free to download with no in-game ads or purchases. This adventure game is set in a fully realized cyberpunk cityscape. Players will encounter innumerable items to investigate, curious Easter eggs, and a whole cast of interactive NPCs. They must analyze every detail and discover the truth that lurks behind the heavy mist. Now to an intriguing piece, Nexon's subsidiary NetGames is working on an MMORPG based on Durango Wildlands titled Project DX. This news surfaced when NetGames posted a job opening for the project. From there, all we know is that Project DX is an MMORPG that will be based on Durango Wildlands' very own IP. The upcoming game will also launch worldwide, as the job description requirements stated an experience in developing for a global environment as one of the criteria. We have dropped the news link in the description below, so check it out if you were a fan of Durango. Moving next, Chinese giant Tencent Games has announced a brand new game called Arena Breakout, a first-person strategy shooter for the mobile platform. The announcement was made during China Joy 2021, the largest gaming expo and digital entertainment event in Asia. The game, which is being cited as the mobile counterpart of the popular PC title Escape from Tarkov, is setting the bar of expectations rather high due to its new and innovative features of the mobile gaming field. Arena Breakout as of yet is only limited to China. The beta trials are expected to launch on August 12 in 2021. It is expected that after the beta test has concluded, the game will be released in China and eventually worldwide. We'll make sure to update you guys and when more information is shared. So hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so that you do not miss any updates from Gaming on Phone. Coming up next, Auto Defense, a strategy game by Gameloft, is globally available now. Auto Defense is a real-time strategy-based castle battle game where players create synergies to protect their castles from the enemy attacks. Next up, Blizzard Entertainment has announced that Diablo Immortal has been delayed once again to 2022 as the game needs further polishing. A blog post from Blizzard confirmed the news. Previously, the game was supposed to be released this year. The game entered in alpha in 2020. In the limited technical alpha, the game introduced tons of features. The plan now is to release the game in the first half of 2022. While it can be quite frustrating for the fans to wait this long, the previous alpha test impressions were mostly positive, and it can be taken as a good sign they're postponed to make it reach the quality it deserves. What are your opinions? Let us know in the comments below. Moving to a piece of industry news, the Japanese developers Nintendo and Colo have been involved in a 3-year-long lawsuit for the White Cat Project or Shironeko Project patent rights infringement. This week, both parties have come to a mutual settlement that Colo withdrawing from the proceedings granting a future license for Nintendo. The settlement also involves Coloppel paying a huge amount of $30 million as a compensation to Nintendo for the law proceedings and infringement fine. Coming to the hottest piece of this week, NetEase Games has announced the beta testing of 5v5 mobile shooter named Project M. It can be seen from the trailer of Project M, the game looks incredibly similar to Valorant. The graphics of the environment, map locations, art styles are very identical to the tactical shooter game. In the initial stage of Valorant, it was called Project A, which is a short for Project Ares. And what NetEase is bringing is named Project M. That sounds very much like a clone of Riot's shooter game Valorant. Coming to more news from NetEase, Tank Company, a 15 vs 15 full-fledged tank battle game has been announced. The game has 5 different types of military vehicles, including tanks which are actually directly based on real-life tanks operated during the Second World War, and heavy lethal machinery on large maps. At present, players in Sweden, Finland or Belarus can try out the game on Android devices. Coming to another piece of news from NetEase, they have announced that their highly anticipated football game Vive le Football is scheduled for a beta test starting August 20. After so many years of domination in the football mobile gaming genre by EA and Konami with their respective FIFA and PES titles, NetEase's new project is a breath of fresh air for fans of the beautiful game. Vive le Football is NetEase's first realistic competitive football mobile game that has taken the gaming community by storm. On top of the highly expressive graphics and an innovative but easy to master gameplay, Vive le Football also possesses the FIFA Pro license, allowing to integrate real, licensed footballers into the game and making it a more realistic option for gamers. Moving to another industry piece news, the Bilibili Games Conference 2021 has been held this week, revealing the upcoming release of 12 new games for mobile. The list includes RPGs, MOBA, competitive multiplayer games and a lot more. The whole lineup looks really impressive, promising and most importantly fun and entertaining. However, all of them were announced for China. Whether the games will see global release, only time can tell. If you want to read about the games, you can check out them in details on the link given in the description. Coming next, another piece of interesting news. The Japanese behemoth Nexon Corporation revealed a wide variety of upcoming games under development during the Nexon Media Showcase 2021 in Seoul. The CEO of Nexon South Korea, Mr. Jung-hoon Lee, displayed 12 upcoming titles that are being developed in their South Korean office, and out of these 12, only 3 are mobile games. The first one is Project SF2, an action-adventure RPG game that looks quite similar to the hit title Genshin Impact. The developers have described the game as a character-collecting adventure game. If Nexon delivers the game with proper mechanics and an interesting hook story, Genshin Impact will finally have a good competitor. Second one in the list is a mobile version of Mabinogi that was released way back in 2004 and was a massive hit, but it shut down in various regions due to low player growth. The game is an RPG-style 3D adventure game that draws a lot of inspiration from other MMORPG like RuneScape and World of Warcraft. The trailer for Mabinogi Mobile showcased the essence found in the original game along with some storylines. Last one, Tales Weaver is also a hit online game that is getting a port for the mobile platform. The game was famous for its intricate storylines and great 2D design released way back in 2004. The trailer for the mobile version showcased all the familiar mechanics found in the original game, as well as the cute 2D graphics for which is known. The game draws a lot of inspiration from the Final Fantasy series, and fans of the FF series can try their hands when Tales Weaver M gets released. Moving to the next news, players around the world are set to go for a charming trip to the town of Portia in the hit game My Time at Portia, which is available now in mobile devices. After selling over 2 million copies worldwide in PC and console and becoming one of the most popular games on Steam, this RPG simulator from Pathia Games and Pixmane has launched on iOS and Android devices as a premium title priced at $7.99. Players have to gather materials from every corner of the maps and experience the happiness of progressing and transforming from manual labor to industrialized automation. As the latest builder in town, players have to take up new responsibilities and contribute to the town of Portia and its people by sharpening their craftsmanship. Coming next, Devolver Digital My Friend Pedro has finally landed on mobile. The game is currently free to play, but its premium version is priced at $2.99 to unlock all contents. There are 37 levels in total, some of which will be vehicle based, with the developers introducing a brand new chibi aesthetic against the realistic proportions we saw in the console and PC version of My Friend Pedro. Go and check out the game if you love the IP on PC. Next up, Rogue Company, the fairly popular third-person multiplayer shooter, is set to release on mobile in the coming months, according to the developers in Hi-Rez Studios. The announcement was made on Twitter alongside an exclusive in-game reward for players on the Verizon network. Rogue Company first released on October 1st, 2020 for PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One and the Nintendo Switch. This was followed up by releases for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox X and S consoles. The game is a free-to-play title made on the Unreal Engine 4 and is available exclusively on the Epic Games Store for PC users. Coming to another news for the soccer fans, Soccer Manager 2022 edition is now up for pre-registration. The closed beta has begun on 4th of August 2021. This has been locked to only selected users, so get ready to immerse yourself in the role of a football manager in the all-new manager simulation game Soccer Manager 2022. Moving to the last piece of this episode, Zynga enters into an agreement and acquires the Starlock for approximately $525 million, the makers of Golf Rival. The game Golf Rival is considered as the second largest golf game in the world, with 6 million downloaders alone in 2021.
So that wraps it up for this week's mobile gaming news. So until we meet again, goodbye and thank you for watching.